Today, our topic is why emotional control is the key to success. Life is full of ups and downs. Good days, bad days, moments of joy, and moments of pain. But one thing that separates successful people from those who struggle is their ability to control their emotions. Emotional control is not about hiding your feelings or pretending everything is okay. It is about understanding your emotions, managing them, and using them in a way that helps you grow instead of holding you back. Think about it. When you let anger, fear, or frustration take over, you make decisions you later regret. But when you stay calm and focused, you can think clearly and act wisely. This is why emotional control is so important. It is the foundation of self-discipline, resilience, and success. Let me explain why. First, emotional control helps you make better decisions. Imagine you are in a tough situation at work. Your boss criticizes your project or a colleague takes credit for your idea. Your first reaction might be to feel angry or upset. That is normal. But if you act on that anger, you might say something you regret, or you might give up on the project altogether. On the other hand, if you take a moment to calm down, you can think about the situation more clearly. You can ask yourself, what is the real problem here? What can I do to fix it? How can I communicate my feelings without making things worse? When you control your emotions, you can see the bigger picture and make decisions that help you move forward instead of holding you back. Second, emotional control helps you stay focused on your goals. Success does not happen overnight. It takes time, effort, and persistence. But when you face challenges, it is easy to get discouraged. Maybe you fail at something, or someone tells you that you cannot succeed. If you let your emotions take over, you might give up. But if you control your emotions, you can remind yourself why you started in the first place. You can focus on your goals and keep working toward them, no matter how hard it gets. This is what resilience is all about. It is not about never feeling sad or frustrated. It is about feeling those emotions and still choosing to keep going. Third, emotional control helps you build better relationships. Whether it is at work, at home, or with friends, relationships are a big part of life. But relationships can also be challenging. People have different opinions, and sometimes they say or do things that hurt us. If you react to every little thing with anger or frustration, it can damage your relationship. But if you control your emotions, you can respond in a way that strengthens your relationships instead of breaking them. For example, if someone says something that upsets you, you can take a deep breath and think before you speak. You can choose to respond with kindness instead of anger. This not only helps you avoid unnecessary conflicts, but also shows others that you are mature and dependable. Now, you might be wondering, how can I learn to control my emotions? The good news is that emotional control is a skill, and like any skill, it can be learned and improved with practice. One way to practice emotional control is through mindfulness. Mindfulness is about paying attention to the present moment without judgment. It helps you become more aware of your emotions and how they affect you. For example, if you feel angry, instead of reacting right away, you can take a moment to notice what is happening in your body and mind. Are you feeling tense? Is your heart racing? By observing your emotions, you can create a little space between how you feel and how you act. This space gives you the chance to choose a better response. Another way to practice emotional control is through Stoicism. Stoicism is an ancient philosophy that teaches us to focus on what we can control and let go of what we cannot. According to the Stoics, emotions like anger, fear, and frustration come from our own thoughts and judgments, not from the things that happen to us. For example, if someone insults you, you cannot control what they say, but you can control how you react. You can choose not to take it personally. You can remind yourself that their words do not define you. By practicing Stoicism, you can learn to stay calm and focused, even in difficult situations. It is also important to take care of your physical and mental health. When you are tired, hungry, or stressed, it is harder to control your emotions. That is why it is so important to get enough sleep, eat healthy food, and find ways to relax. Exercise is another great way to manage stress and improve your mood. When you take care of your body, you are better equipped to handle your emotions. Finally, remember that emotional control does not mean you should never feel sad, angry, or frustrated. Emotions are a natural part of being human. The goal is not to eliminate them, but to understand them and manage them in a healthy way. For example, if you feel sad, it is okay to cry or talk to someone you trust. If you feel angry, it is okay to take a few deep breaths or go for a walk to calm down. The key is to acknowledge your emotions without letting them control you. In conclusion, emotional control is the key to success because it helps you make better decisions, stay focused on your goals, and build better relationships. It is a skill that takes practice, but it is worth the effort. By learning to control your emotions, you can become more resilient, more confident, and more successful in all areas of life. Remember, life is not about what happens to you, but how you respond to it. When you control your emotions, you take control of your life. So the next time you face a challenge, take a deep breath, stay calm, and choose to respond in a way that helps you grow. This is the path to true success.